Hi, my name is Noah. I'm 15 years old, and right now, I'm standing in front of my grandma's gate somewhere, deep in the pine-covered wilderness of Oregon. I've got my backpack, a duffel, and 100 questions. My parents dropped me here in a rush like they were running from something. Just a few days, they said. We'll come back soon. There's been a situation. They didn't explain. They never do, just like when Grandpa died, or when Mom fell seriously ill. I was always kept in the dark. Protected, I guess. But this time felt different. The fear in my dad's eyes as he drove off it lingered. Grandma's property is surrounded by a 20-foot wall. The front gate is solid iron about a foot thick. It took her a minute to open it. When she finally did, she pulled me into a hug. I hadn't seen her in years. She smelled like cinnamon and something else. Something old. "Come inside quickly, dear," she said. "The forest doesn't like strangers." Her voice was sweet, but the way she locked the gate, with 5 massive padlocks, that wasn't normal. "Grandma, why so many locks?" I asked. She looked at me, dead serious. "There are creatures in these woods. Some human, some not." As we walked through the property, I noticed how enormous it was. The mansion, yes, it was truly a mansion, stood 3 stories high. I'd never been here before, though I'd begged my mom countless times. She always refused, said she didn't feel safe there. I thought she was just being dramatic. I was wrong. Inside, everything looked strange. There were glowing artifacts, shiny stones, strange herbs hung from the ceilings, and surprisingly, a PlayStation 5 sat on a giant screen. "You got this for me?" I asked. Grandma smiled. "Of course, sweetie. I know what you like." That night, after an amazing dinner she cooked just for me, she showed me to my room. "Your stuff's already in the wardrobe," she said. "Try not to wander. Some rooms aren't meant to be opened." I laughed it off until I realized she meant it. Some doors had massive antique locks on them. When I asked what was behind them, she simply said, "Old things. Memories. They're not for children." Later that night, as I tried to fall asleep, I heard a scratching noise from under the bed. It wasn't rats. It wasn't termites. It was sharp, rhythmic, like claws. When I looked, I saw nothing, but the sound wouldn't stop. I finally ran to Grandma's room. She smiled calmly, followed me back, sat beside my bed, and said, "Just termites in the wood. Happens all the time." I didn't sleep much that night. Next morning, Grandma took me to a crystal-clear pond behind the house. The woods opened into a hidden field fenced off with barbed wire. "We own this too," she said. "It's safe, mostly." I couldn't swim, but she encouraged me to try, and I was actually enjoying it, until a snake slithered in. A big one. Black and slick. Venomous. Before I could scream, Grandma jumped in, grabbed it, and crushed its skull with her bare hands. But it bit her, right on the wrist. "Grandma," I panicked. "We need a hospital." She shook her head. "No need. I have the antidote. I have everything I need here." She vanished for 20 minutes. When she returned, she injected herself and told me she was fine. "That snake never stood a chance," she said. That night, I snooped. She had hundreds, 1,000 soft keys, all hanging on boards, each labeled with a room number. Some looked ancient, some looked ceremonial. I picked one labeled Chamber 3. It was a massive iron key. I found the matching locked door on the 3rd floor. Inside, dolls. Not ordinary dolls, rotting porcelain faces, sewn eyes, real human hair. Some were 50 years old, some looked recently placed. All were staring. I shut the door, shaking, ran back to my room. Didn't say a word. The next day, my cousin Evan arrived. He was 13, and like me, dumped by his parents in a rush. "What's going on?" he asked. "Why are we here?" I didn't know what to tell him, but he noticed it too. Grandma was acting weird. One moment she was cheerful, doting. The next, her eyes went red, her spine straightened unnaturally. She could lift things no 80-year-old should lift. One night, we both heard it, that scratching sound under the bed. Evan saw a glass fall off the shelf be itself. "Dude," he whispered, This house is haunted. We tried telling Grandma. She smiled. Ghosts? Oh, honey, ghosts don't bother me. I bother them. Then came the smoke. Thick, choking smoke from behind one of the locked doors. Evan insisted we break in. Maybe the house is on fire. We searched through the keys and found one that worked. Inside was a ritual room, a blazing iron cauldron in the center. Dolls, blood, animal bones. One massive doll dangled from a hook above the fire. It didn't burn. That night, we realized Grandma wasn't Grandma at all. We followed her, out into the woods. She didn't know. We watched her pour a red liquid onto a termite mound. Blood. We could smell it. The next morning, we made up a lie, told her we needed to check our school grades online. Grandma refused. No one leaves, she said. Not until it's time. That night, we escaped through a hole in the barbed wire fence. But we didn't get far. After 2 hours of walking, we stopped to rest. And that's when she appeared, standing above us in the trees. Watching, smiling. Tired already? She asked. That's okay. It's almost dinner time. She dragged us back. We couldn't fight her strength. We were locked in, and then she led us downstairs. Not just a basement. A crypt. A dungeon. A place for rituals. We saw other children's photos. Bones. Preserved organs. Dolls made with real hair. She smiled. You made it all the way here. You were clever, but not clever enough. We begged, screamed. She just laughed. And then her skin began to peel. Her body cracked open. Her spine arched backward. Her smile grew until it split her face in half. Her mouth full of spinning, jagged teeth like drills. We never escaped. That's where the story ends. At least for us. But maybe not for you. Because soon, you'll forget this video. Forget this story. All you'll remember is your parents left you with your sweet old grandma, and the gate behind you slammed shut.